everybody, it's Lisa from the Silver Farmhouse. We're gonna make a cute Miss Annie. So I got this blue and red striped towel from Home Goods. It was by Nautica for, I believe it was $4.99, and you get two. So you can use any kind of square piece of fabric to do this. I did coffee stain my fabric already. So basically what I did was take 1 quart of hot water to 2 cups of instant coffee, mixed it together in a bucket. I dipped my fabric, wrung it out, and let it air dry. But this is how she comes out. Isn't it so cute? You don't have to coffee stain your fabric if you don't want to, but I love to. Now what you do is you take your fabric and you simply accordion it. So you see how I'm doing that? I'm folding one over the other. It's one over, one over, one over, one over. You need 2 pieces like this accordioned, a rubber band. What you're going to do is stack them right on top of one another. You're going to take a rubber band, and about 1/4 of the way down, you're going to put a rubber band around both your accordion pieces. These are her arms, so you can make her arms as long as you want. I'd say mine were roughly about 4 inches long, and you can see there's her dress and there's her arms. It was so easy. I'm using a 2.3-inch styrofoam ball for her head. I am taking some coffee-stained muslin fabric, wrapping it around the styrofoam ball, leaving a little bit hang off the end, and wrapping a rubber band around it. Very simple, very easy. All you have to do is use a rubber band. If you don't have rubber bands, you can use jute or wire. That will also work. Pull your arms apart. Stick that piece of fabric down in between your arms and pull it out the bottom like I did there. Snip off any excess that is hanging off. You don't want to go right to the head. Just snip off a little bit of the excess. I'm adding a little glue to the edge, and I'm just going to glue it together so that you don't see that piece of fabric there. And voila, guys, look. She's basically done. We have a couple little things we're going to do to her. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue at the tip of her neck and squeeze her arms up just to hold her head on a little bit more securely. And then I'm going to take some more fabric ribbon strips. So I just ripped about 1-inch strips. I'm going to tie one around her waist, snip off the edges. I do have a little bit hanging off. Then I'm going to tie a couple more strips around her neck, just to cover up all those things you don't want to see. So it'll make her neck look better. It'll make where the rubber band is hidden. Just take a couple strips, any kind of ribbon or fabric that you want to use. I use some burgundy and cream homespun check fabric. Love to get my fabric at Hobby Lobby. They carry the homespun fabric. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a coffee mixture. It's 1 heaping cup of instant coffee to a cup of hot water, or you can use the leftover from dipping your fabric. Put it in a spray bottle, and I'm going to give her another spray up. This is definitely going to stiffen her up a lot. I'm spraying everything. I'm opening up her pleats, spraying in between her pleats, her arms, her head, her neck. Make sure you get her all sprayed up good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hairdryer, and I'm going to, well, first we're going to blot her a little bit with the paper towel. Just give her a little blot here and there. I'm just touching the spots that I missed. You don't have to take off all the coffee, okay? I'm just taking off all that excess heavy coffee so that she dries a lot quicker. Spread her little pleats out the way you would like them. And then I am going to take a piece of rusty wire. Okay, I like to use rusty wire, but you can also use floral wire or a piece of jute. I'm just going to wrap it right around the edge of her hands just to create her little hand. So leave about 1 inch, wrap the wire or jute around, and create a little hand there. Very simple, very easy. I just thought it would give a cute little hand look to her arms. And after you do that, I take a little pair of needle nose pliers. I tighten my wire up. And there you have it. She is wet. We are going to take a hairdryer now and dry her up a little bit. I am going to tell you, I'm just going to keep messing with her pleats to kind of fix them a little bit. You can lay her flat to air dry also if you want to. Just fix her dress and her pleats while she's air drying. So I'm just going to mess around with her pleats and dry her up for a few minutes. We are just about done drying up Miss Annie. Did you see those napkins that I pulled out earlier in this video while I was drying Miss Annie? I got those napkins too. I think I got those at Target. They would make a great Miss Annie doll too. Look for all different kind of fabrics. It doesn't have to be this striped fabric. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take another piece of rusty wire. I'm going to wrap it around her neck because I want to make my Miss Annie a hanging Miss Annie. But by all means, you can also stand her and sit her. Once she is totally dry, she will definitely stand, and you will also be able to sit her if you want. I just make a little hoop with some wire, create a little wire hoop there, and you can hang her. I like to hang her off a hook, but she's stiff when she dries. But you can also sit her. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for following the Silver Farmhouse.